I am taking you on my walk run thing that I do. So it feels really weird because I don't normally carry my phone and I'm filming myself. So the weird part, anyway, I don't even know what the sound's gonna sound like, but right now, see, I'm covering the camera there. So I'm doing this thing. It's day 5 of this filming myself, and I'm telling you, it's been so tempting to just say I'm not doing this anymore, and I'm just gonna tear these videos down and delete all of it and maybe just put up a few and not do it. And I went to bed thinking that, and then this morning I was like, well, why would I want to? I started asking myself that, and then I was thinking, well, I seem boring and no one's gonna find me interesting. Which, well, what if no one finds me interesting? I would ask myself that. Why does that matter? Maybe this is something that I need to do to step into this next whatever. I've had so many ideas that, and not just involving YouTube or social media or Instagram, but I've done things where I'm like, oh, I really want to share, and then I don't. The way that I do this walk thing, I walk half a mile and then I'll run the next half mile. And this is just my 1 mile. On a normal day, which I just picked up again and I just started doing it again, is where I end up, I can't even think, where I end up running 4 miles. Well, I used to do that and I stopped. I'm looking at my face and I'm like, it's so round. I've gained so much weight since I've hit menopause. I've always been kind of self-conscious about my weight, which I did that whole video about being and feeling fat, and that is on the above clip right here. So anyway, so I started running again. I just started this week along with these videos. Isn't that weird? Anyway, so always use exercise as a form of maintaining weight and weight loss, but I've always used it in a negative way. That means that I had a love-hate relationship with it. I loved it and then I hated it. I hated it because part of me is like, if I didn't gain weight so easily, I wouldn't exercise, because I have friends that don't exercise. They don't do anything. Maybe they walk, but it's like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do. I'm sure you know the feeling. And like I said, I have this love-hate, and I've done this for so long, and here I am again. And I stopped for about a year and a half. I stopped, cars coming by. I stopped for about a year and a half doing it because I didn't want it to control my life. It had been all my life. So I decided to just stop just walk. And that's what I've been doing till now. And I'm like, I really do need to burn some more calories. And so here I am. I'm starting it again. But I want it to be healthy, in a healthy way. I don't want it to feel like I have to do this. So I have to, in some way, rewire my mind. I can't even think that's the thing. I can't multitask when I'm walking sometimes. I can listen to music. Talking sometimes, I'm like, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. So I need to rewire my mind. I'm gonna have to run in about 2 seconds. So I'll see you soon. Oh my gosh, I felt so heavy doing that. Oh my, all right, I'm gonna go get my tripod. Just 1 second. Now I got set up, right? So I had to turn it off because it's all, who wants to watch somebody set something up, their equipment. So let me get some water. No, that was really hard. I felt so heavy. And what I was saying earlier on this run thing that I was doing, that I used to do it all the time. I ran 4 to 6 miles, not every day, but on average, at minimum 3. Then when I had time, I did longer. And up to the point where I was like, oh, I'm running so good that I can run down to Key West. I live in Florida. So I was up in North Florida near Jacksonville. And so I was like, I can run all the way to Key West. And then actually I talked my husband into walking with me to Key West. So that's still on the plans and the books, one of those bucket list things I want to do. But what I was saying about the exercise, I used it. Yes, I used it for that, and I hated doing it. But once I got it going, I enjoyed it. And I guess that's what a lot of people would say. They're like, oh, what? We all hate exercise. I wish we didn't have to do it. And then I guess I challenged myself about that thought. I want to do things that I enjoy doing. I don't want to just do things because I have to. One of those things. And that's the thing that I ended up asking myself. And then that's why I ended up stopping. And was I going to be okay with not quote unquote working out or exercising like I had been before? And what would that do to my body? And so that's been the thing that I've been tossing around until, like I said, this week I decided to I'm going to pick this up again. I'm going to see how it goes. And I've been doing it little spurts of running here and there. Same thing with my eating, which I'll do another video on that because that can become a whole different video as far as my issues with that. But I'm also saying, if you're here, welcome. I don't even know, not many people so far have been viewing my videos, but it's okay because this is a different kind of video. And I'm doing this every day for a year. And I'm on day, why am I saying we? I'm on day 5. And I think I'm going to have fun doing this because even though this morning I said I woke up thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. Why am I even doing this? For what reason, right? And then I thought, today, I'm okay. So then I'm like, let me stick with it. Why can't I just stick with it, right? If it's something does not feel good to me, I'll quit like that. I usually quit like that. And I've done that with jobs. I've done that with a whole bunch of different things. But I do have a lot to say because I've lived a lot. I said I lived a lot of lives. We're not even going to go on that one. That's for another video too. The whole idea of that. So if you want to join me and talk about deeper things, not just exercise, running, and house stuff, because I will talk about that too. Anyway, I think I'm done here for today, and I will see you tomorrow on day 6. All right, bye bye.